And from Saturday the 25th, people will no longer have to work out in their park or on their living room floor. They'll be able to get back into their gyms, their indoor swimming pools, their leisure centres, and jump on that spin bike or treadmill for the first time in months.
Woohoo! We're back. 25th of July, pools open. Just a little word of warning. If you see anything falling out of my eyes at any time in this production, I've been chopping onions. They're really strong ones, and every now and again the reaction just starts going on. So they're happy onions that fall out of my eyes, but just in case. So an amazing announcement from the government. 25th of July, pools open. We're back on it. Obviously we need to wait for pool operators. We're working hard with them at the moment, and as soon as they've given us all their information and we've got everything in place, we're good to go. I cannot wait to see you guys on poolside. I can't wait to see your faces when you get in the water finally. It's just going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, we're back. Vlog. Kind of missed it last week see what's going on there, onions, honestly. Yeah, I missed it last week. It was nice having the time off with the family, don't get me wrong, but I did miss putting it all together. So this week we have for you, Stuart thought that we, as the swimmers had put down their thoughts for lockdown and why they love the club, that the coaching team would do the same. So that's coming up for you again and again. Probably a few onions may well have been chopped at that point too. So we've got the coach's thoughts. Happy birthdays are back. Look out for the happy birthdays, because there's someone's birthday in there. Stuart Park, happy birthday on Wednesday. Sean Riches, happy birthday too. And we've got some swimmers, see what they've been up to this week, which is some really lovely stories. And we've got Brewery's Challenge. He's back. I would advise you to do this one outdoors and away from anything that can be broken. You'll see why when you see the challenge. So if you can send in your videos for that for me, that'd be great. And then we have our cook along as well. So later on in the vlog, I'll give you all the details of what we're going to be cooking and what you need, and then we'll put that up on the website for you as well. So let's start the vlog with our happy birthdays. If you have a birthday this week, have a fantastic day. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Let's take a look and see what Stuart, our head coach, has to say about his thoughts in lockdown and what the club means to him.
Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. So I guess during lockdown, the thing that I have appreciated the most is friendships and relationships that I have had, that I've always known that have always been there, and also ones that have grown stronger during this period. To be able to know that you can rely on people and that they're there when you need them. And obviously I'm there for them when they need them too. I know that's really meant a lot to me. Both ones that have got stronger during this period and ones that have always been very strong. I think one of the things I've learned about myself is kind of my purpose and what makes me happy or happiest. Obviously being able to spend this extended time with Billy has been wonderful, and challenging at times. But I'm very grateful for that time that I know that, you can kind of never get back once they're older. And I'm also conscious of the fact when she starts going to school, I'm going to get to spend a lot less time with her. So I've been really grateful for the time that I've been able to get to spend with my daughter and watching her grow up. and the challenges that come along with that. I'm really grateful for this club in so many ways. As many of you may know, I've coached at quite a few different places. I think this is my 6th club that I've coached at, and every club has been special and unique and different in many ways. But I've never been, in all honesty and all truth, I've never been at a club like this. And it's the people in it that make it special. The truly kind of caring nature, and I think this time has shown that. I think when things are difficult, that's when people really reveal themselves and their character and how together they are, I think shows. And I think as a club, we've shown what we're about and what we are. And I think we've shown the strength to come together when things try and pull us apart. And I'm really, really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for each one of you, right from the parents who have given generously and given their time and supported, to all of the swimmers. It means a lot to me being able to see all their faces every day, to see each night, even if it's through a computer screen, just seeing everybody and seeing how committed and how hard everybody works. Like, this is my life's work, to put into swimming and coaching everybody, and to be able to work with such committed and passionate swimmers, means the world. It makes everything just better. It just makes everything so much easier. To the coaching team that, whether like Nikki and myself and Rui have been able to be paid through this time, or people like Jamie and Phil and James and stuff who have continued to still volunteer and be a part of the kids' lives because it means so much to them, through to those that kind of work in the background a little bit that not all of you get to see. You see our faces at the front, but Anne and Abby who work in the background to try and get the things done and make sure everything works and ticks along. Without those things, we wouldn't, as coaches, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do. And obviously, again, I know a lot of coaches that haven't been supported as we have been by the committee and exec and stuff, and I'm so appreciative for that that people cared enough to kind of support us, because again, it's not just my job, it's me taking care of our family. And through this time, I know a lot of families, coaches and their families have really struggled because their teams and their committees haven't supported them and haven't thought about them and the ramifications of all this and what effect it has on them and their family. I could feel like I could go on for the next hour, and Nikki will probably make a comment in the vlog of how much I talk, and I always talk too much. But I just want each of you to really know, like, the true love that I have for everybody, for all the individuals within it, and for this team. I don't think that I can truly express it, even as much as I like to talk. But I had a lot of love for this club and the people in it before this. But it's even beyond that. I'm very grateful to be a part of the group of people that you all are. I'm very honoured and very privileged to be a part of that in any way, let alone to kind of be a part of the leading of it. So with everything being announced, hopefully we'll get to see each other in person in 2 weeks' time, and I really look forward to that. Maybe not quite as much as Nikki. I would imagine how all excited you can imagine she is, but I'm really, really excited to see all of you, and I hope you're all well, and I hope to see you soon.
So I've had a couple of items sent in from our swimmers, which has been lovely. First up is Sophia Godburden. Apologies if I've said that wrong, the surname. Sophia, keeping herself active in lockdown, applied for her 2020 Blue Peter Sports Badge. So this gave her the motivation to stay active and did all sorts of activities. Sent it all off to Blue Peter, and here she is with her badge. How lovely is that? Well done, Sophia. That's really good. Now it's Jamie's turn to tell us what he's been up to in lockdown and how he's felt through it, and also what Norwich Swan means to him.
Hi guys, so I've learned a lot during lockdown, about myself, about you guys, about how to keep yourself entertained in a stressful situation like we have been in. The last 17, 18 weeks haven't been easy for any of us, and it's definitely been hard work keeping yourself entertained and doing things, but hopefully we're nearing the end soon. So basically what I've learned during lockdown is that there's always something that can be done, whether that's for yourself, for other people. There's always something that you can be doing. I've learned how to cook better food, more healthy food. I've been gardening a lot. I've even been doing jigsaws to keep myself entertained, which is something that I never thought I'd say. But I find the best thing that I've done is get to know some of you guys better, especially some of the coaches as well. So that's really helped me develop as a person and get to know you guys better. And I hope that in the future that will continue more and more when we get back on poolside and I can get to know each and every single one of you better. The club, what can I say? I've been at the club since I was about 4 years old, learning to swim. Went through the Learn to Swim and into Signet and Challenge. And then I decided to become the teacher and the coach that I am. What isn't there to love about the club? The coaching staff are amazing, and we're all here for you, and we have the exact same vision for every single one of you, that we want to improve your swimming, and that we all have very high hopes for every single one of you. The club as a whole is just so welcoming and caring as a whole.
So another one of our swimmers keeping themselves occupied in lockdown is Ben Woodhouse. He went snorkeling with his family onto the Norfolk Reef. It's a chalk reef. Didn't even know this existed, so I advise you to go and check this out. It looks amazing. As you can see from the photo, there's Ben. Just look at the beautiful sea life that is underneath the water in the rivers of Norfolk. Who'd have thought, hey? So yeah, definitely go and try that out. Coming up now, we've got Phil with his thoughts on lockdown and also what his club means to him.
So my thoughts about lockdown, I think the main positive that I've taken from it is that I've been able to focus on myself a little bit more, do a little bit more fitness, focus on my diet a little bit better, actually cooking proper good food at home instead of going out and getting McDonald's on the way to coaching because I've had less time. But that is something that I need to focus on much better when I go back to having a bit more of a normal routine. And then something that I haven't liked about lockdown, obviously the first one has to be I've missed coaching so much. Just seeing all the swimmers, the coaches and the parents during the week, I've just really, really missed it. So I can't wait to do that again very soon. And then the last thing that I've really, really hated is my hair. My hair, when it's long, can't stand it. So I'm very much looking forward to having a haircut sometime soon. So the reason I love Swan, obviously growing up, it was a big part of my life. It's now been part of my life for 10, 11 years. And I guess the reason why I've stayed for that long and wanted to coach for this club is because of our core values. And one of the biggest ones that I find is that we're supportive of one another, whether that's coaches to swimmers, swimmers to swimmers, even parents to coaches, parents to swimmers. Everyone's just there to look out for one another, and we just back each other to go as far as we possibly can.
So another swimmer sent in one of the stories, and this was Abby's staff and her cousin. They videoed a special message for her brother who's in the army at the moment, and it went out, it got chosen to be put onto the CBBC Newsround channel. So here's Abby and Oscar giving Niall a very special message.
Armed Forces Day, a time for people to show support for the men and women of the Army, Navy and Air Force. People like Joshua's cousin and Abby's brother, Niall. Have a look.
I feel sad when Niall has to go away because he's my best friend and my cousin. Because also I used to get to play with him lots, but now he's gone to the army, I don't get to.
When Niall goes away, we send him letters, photos, and we call and FaceTime him mostly every day. We really enjoy always talking to him. Life when Niall goes away is very different, but I'm always proud of him for all he does to protect our country. I am proud of my brother because he does all he can to protect our country at such a young age, and he always makes me proud.
I'm proud of Niall because he doesn't have to do it, but he wants to help the country and everyone who's in it.
Love you, Niall.
Love
Miss
you, Niall.
you.
Miss you.
Now over to myself, which is a little bit weird, on my thoughts in lockdown and what the club means to me. Hi everyone. So lockdown for me has been hard, as it has been for everybody. Just not being able to do the normal things that we take for granted has really put a different perspective on things for me. I always knew I appreciated Andy and Becky, my family, my friends. I never ever took that for granted, so didn't really need to learn that. But what I did find out about myself is that just how much I did take for granted, and I took a step back and realised just actually how privileged we actually are, despite the fact that our whole world seemed like it had come crashing down. I was worried about not being able to be on deck coaching and doing the job that I love, when actually there's people in the world out there 24/7, 365 days a year that are going through so many more things that are worse than what I've been through in lockdown. So it gave me a whole new perspective, for definite, on what matters, what to focus on, how to better myself. I did my award in education and training level 3. I've done CPDs. I've taken part in Zooms with coaches that I wouldn't normally have the time to go and see and listen, taken on board some of their views. So that's really helped too. And yeah, I've just kind of gone through it from day to day, really. And also I've vlogged quite a lot. So for me, lockdown has been an experience I don't really want to repeat again. I'm not going to lie, I don't think any of us want to do that. But I think we've all learned that we can adapt to whatever's thrown at us. And I think we've all learned that actually we're a hell of a lot stronger than we think we are. So yeah, lockdown, not a fan. But it's going to make me a better person. And I don't think I'll moan half as much as I did before at all. Why I love Norwich Swan. I've been peeling onions. Oh, they're a nightmare. They're really strong. So I apologise if my eyes look a little bit watery. Oh, see, look, onions do it every time. I love this club because, actually, to be fair, I fell into it a little bit by default. Becky joined first. I'd actually given up coaching. I'd hung my stopwatch up. I wasn't going to be coaching again. And I was going to go back to finding my way back into pursuing my career in leisure management I had years and years ago. But a couple of weeks after Becky joining, I got asked to cover one of the sessions. And I thought, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that for you. And then I was hooked. I got hooked again. So I have you guys to thank, because I'd remembered, well, you helped me remembered why I coach, what I love about coaching. I'd remembered how fun swimmers were to coach, how they make you feel, how they challenge you. I'd remembered just how amazing you guys all are. And I'd remembered what it meant to be a team, and just how much everybody sticks together in that swim family unit. And that's what got me going again, really. So For that, I have to thank all you swimmers. I'm sorry you got stuck with me, but it's your own fault. And that's why I love this club, because we just pull together big time. The swimmers, your characters, your attributes that you have are fantastic. The parents are so supportive and lovely. Some are challenging, but that's what it's all about, right? And do you know what? We're all striving for the same goal. We all want to make, whether it's your son and daughter, whether it's our swimmer, whether it's a coaching team, whether it's a club, whether it's a committee, we all want to make it better. We all want to make it the best possible environment for the kids to be in. And that's huge. That's massive. So yeah, that's what I love Swan. Coming up now, we have Rui's challenge. Like I said in the vlog earlier, probably best to do this one outside, away from anything that's going to get broken or damaged. Maximum of 3 reps is all that's needed. Video it, send it in, and we can all have a look next week and see how you've done. And while we're on the subject of Rui, let's take the opportunity and have a see what his thoughts were in lockdown and what the club means to him.
Right, I hope you're all well. First of all, I'd just like to apologise if there's any awkwardness, because I'm not very good at speaking in front of a camera, unlike Nikki, who has a bright career in YouTube ahead of her. On that note, I want to say thank you to Nikki for all the time that she's put into the vlogs. Anyone that's done any sort of video editing before knows that there's a lot of time and effort put into those videos, so we're all very grateful for allowing us to stay connected during this period. I've really looked forward on a Monday morning to seeing those vlogs and the challenges, and you guys giving it all a go. I also want to say thank you to Stuart and Nikki for supporting me with the S&C sessions, and if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't have ran as smoothly as it has. One thing that I've been very grateful for during this lockdown situation is the fact that I've got to actually meet new swimmers that I wouldn't have had the chance to before. So I got to meet many of you guys and build the relationships, and hopefully we can continue that, and I can continue to support you with your athletic development. And also I've had the opportunity to continue to see everyone else that I used to see on a regular basis anyway, and so I'm very thankful for that also. I want to say well done to everyone for the work that you've done. It's been tremendous, the commitment and the effort that you've put in, showing up on a regular basis, and the progress has been tremendous, so well done, you've done really well. Apologies there guys, my memory ran out on the on the camera, so I had to sort of start again. Just to wrap it up, I just want to say how proud I am of how the club has pulled together, and everyone in the club, ranging from the swimmers, the families, the committee, the coaches, everyone has pulled together to help each other during this challenging circumstances. Sorry, I'm not. English is my second language, so I'm going to have these hiccups now and then. Apologies for that. Yeah, where was I at? Yeah, there's not many clubs doing, trying to put as much on as what these guys have done for you. So I just want to say a massive well done to everyone involved during this time. Yeah, and I'm just really proud and grateful to be a part of it. So yeah, not long now. And oh yeah, by the way, thank you very much for the video that you guys have put together in the last vlog. That was, yeah, I'm going to keep that for a long time. I'm really grateful. Anyway, well done. Nearly there, and I'll see you all soon.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Alrighty then, new feature time. So Friday, 4:30, be there. It's the new cook along. I'll be kicking it off first with my sous chef. We have planned for you, I think we've gone with ham and chorizo pesto pasta with, well not with, but as well as apricot and honey energy balls. So all the ingredients that you will need, all the prep that you need to do will be sent out to you. The lovely Abby will send out in her weekly information, what are they called? Emails. She will send all that out to you. So you've got all the information together with the Zoom link to get in as well. Open to everybody and anybody that wants to join in. It will be done live. And like I say, everything you'll have everything prepared, ready to go. So that should be good fun. So I'll look forward to seeing you all then and cook along with myself. Following week we have Abby and the Chapmans coming up. Abby and the Chapmans, it sounds like a band. And obviously each week we'll let you know what we're cooking. So don't forget, Friday 4:30, put it in your diaries. I think that just about wraps it up for the vlog. So final words for myself, just about going back really. Obviously we are governed by what the pool operators do and when they open. We know that we've got pool time. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. We know we've got pool time. We know we can fit squads in. So all squads will get some form of training in the water at some point in each week. Learn to swim. Obviously we're tied with the school pools. However, the good news is for that, we've had 3, maybe 4 emails from the pools saying that if all goes well and according to plan, then they will be opening September time. So although it's not as soon as we hoped or would have liked, at least now we've got a little bit of a date in mind that we can work towards. So rest assured we are working with the school pools as best as we can to try and get everything up and running ready for September for you too. Now, important thing to say, I think, that with all the excitement of us finally getting back to that chlorinated water, seeing our swim buddies, seeing the coaches and having that club feeling back again, with all that excitement, and of you guys finishing school and graduating and everything else and all that excitement going on, very, very important to say, the virus is still out there. It hasn't gone away, and it's so important that we still do our part to keep it away. I mean, the figures for Norfolk and the east of England are fantastic. So I think everyone needs to give themselves a pat on the back. But this is probably the most dangerous time now. So please don't relax. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep staying safe. And everything will be fine. It'll be all good. So yeah, I just wanted to do my little government warning little piece for you. So I can't think of anything else. I think we're done for this week. Thank you very, very much for joining me. And I'll see you next week. I'll probably be even more hyperactive and even more excited because we'll be that little bit more closer to getting back in the pool. All right, guys, have a great week. Take care. Bye.